Nationals as we get some more action. What are you doing? You want to go out there and strap them on and get out there?
I want to get back out there one last time, see if we can put one in the back of the onion bag to clinch this.
All right. Great words from the two alumni, guys. Back up to you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Great scoring opportunity here for Fall Mountain. A great shot, but you see Colette fully extended, and the ball goes just wide left. Just before that, Colette had to come up big with a save as Fall Mountain is now putting on some pretty serious offensive pressure. When, John, do you start to, I guess you could say, sell out in Fall Mountain where they might go to a complete offensive attack mode? At what point of the second half do you go there?
I wouldn't be thinking about moving some of my backs into offense until probably the last 10 or 8 minutes. As long as you get a 1-0 game like this, you're not going to throw caution to the wind that quickly. Last 10.
Yeah, the slippery conditions caused Colette a lot of problems there just moments ago. Came off his line, the ball slid past him and created an opportunity for Fall Mountain. Something you have to watch very carefully here in the remaining minutes of this Class M championship. So far, it seems like Coach Dave Pinkham's strategy of marking Chris Ahern with Mike Susie has worked. Ahern, I don't believe, has a shot on goal yet. If it has, it went harmlessly wide. Interesting. I mean, you'd think he may want to rotate some players through, but it's been exclusively Susie so far this afternoon.
I think Fall Mountain has made it easy for Susie, and is that they haven't gotten the ball to Ahern. I think also Ahern's got to be a little bit more mobile and move to the ball more so.
Here's Fall Mountain now with a rush, and here's Ahern one-on-one. The Guilford defenseman has fallen. Ahern with a shot blocked by Susie. They continue to apply some pressure, though. There's a foul on number 3 for Fall Mountain. That's Jack Huskings with the foul there. Off the bench and becoming involved in the play. So now Guilford will be trying to attack left to right. Folks, time for a commercial break. This Class M championship rolls on. Guilford 1, Fall Mountain nothing. We'll be right back.
If you're still up in the air about which new car to buy, consider this. The price of a Pontiac Grand Am and a Honda Accord start out at about the same level. But while options like air, automatic, and anti-lock brakes don't raise the Grand Am's price, they put the Accord's price right through the roof. Now, on a 3-year lease, a new 95 air-conditioned Grand Am sedan with V6 power, automatic, and more. Just $213 a month and $1,000 down. See your New England Pontiac dealer today.
We're back at Memorial Field here. The Class M Boys Soccer Championship. Guilford 1 and Fall Mountain nothing. Fall Mountain attacking from right to left. And trying to apply some pressure here and get the equalizer as we now work with 17:45 left in the second half of action. Seems like the steady rains in the first half have become less steady and more of a drizzle, so the field conditions only deteriorate over the usage, especially right up the middle of the field is where it's gotten most slippery. Looks like a Guilford throw-in.
Now they're saying it skimmed off the Fall Mountain's number 22, which is Chris Holbert.
So here's the ball in the area. Guilford called for hand. He brought the ball down using his hand. That's illegal in soccer. And he got caught. He tried to do a quickie there and got caught with the handball. And to be a Fall Mountain trying to get something organized on the offensive end. Charlie Bailey with the kick up through the midfield. No one around in maroon. Maybe not playing quite as aggressively as they did early in the game. A couple substitutes getting ready for Fall Mountain. Abe Gates is going to be reinserted into the lineup along with number 23 and Nate Smith, the starting right defense. They're going to have some fresh legs, see if they can get something going.
When Charlie Bailey from Fall Mountain is punting the ball, he's going to punt the ball a little bit more right to left and get out of the center. Every time he's punting into the center, the height of the Guilford midfield is winning those. Those balls have to be a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right.
All right, Fall Mountain will now have an opportunity. A foul called on Guilford. They're about 35 yards away from their own goal. They'll be with Beer taking the direct kick. Long one down the right side. Seems like Guilford has numbers, though, back on defense.
Guilford has withdrawn its defenders. Its sweeper back is almost playing directly in front of their goalkeeper. That's good defensively, but you're also giving up a lot of room. That's room between the sweeper back and the stopper back. That's the space that Chris Ahern or another forward should be moving in to exploit, and they're not doing that at this point.
So with the defense laying back a bit, there will be some room for them to attack until they get into the area, and then they're going to have to battle some numbers there in the Guilford, with the Guilford defense. There you see more players having trouble with the footing here at Memorial Field. Now they have an opportunity here. Number 2 losing the ball there, Scott Bingham. Turned and tried to create some offense. Ball played into the area, it'll be go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Fall Mountain as the Wildcats, or I'm sorry, a goal kick for Guilford with the Golden Eagles now. Taking their time. Notice how goaltender Chris Collette in no hurry with 15-10 left here in the second half.
You also, I think you can see a lot of substitutions now, particularly in Guilford's part, to kill time a little bit with players coming in and off, lose a minute, lose a couple seconds here and there.
Maybe not as obvious to the casual viewer, but Dave Pinkham can do that, and it'll allow that time to be drained from the clock with 15 minutes remaining in the championship. Guilford throw-in on the far side of the field. Very hard collision there on the right side. So Guilford now trying to put something together. They would love to get that insurance tally and go up 2-0. In fact, a foul called there on Fall Mountain. So let's see if Guilford can get anything going with this direct kick. They played up the right side. Fall Mountain there turns them away. Oh, once again, Fall Mountain playing a very good game. There's Ahern stopped by Susie. The Guilford defense clears it in. Offsides called. We'll have to go back the other way. Folks, we'll be back in just one moment as Class M boys soccer rolls on. 1-0 Guilford.
Right now is the right time for Rollins Furniture.
For years, we've provided quality, value, and service to our customers. During our 39th anniversary sale, we invite you to come in and save as never before. Our 3 stores are filled with the items you need for every room in your home, all at incredible savings. Come browse today and find out why.
Right now is the right time for Rollins Furniture.
Welcome back, everybody, to the soccer championship game. I just want to make a quick point about Mike Susie in this matchup with Chris Ahern. Coach told me that Mike Susie loves to run. The more he runs, the better he's going to do. So don't expect him to get tired and Chris Ahern to break out. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Here's a run up the right side. Fall Mountain's a sweeper back. Josh Beer clears that one out, but Guilford now have a throw-in looking for the insurance tally. They lead 1-0 here in this Class M championship. And notice taking their time with Dan Du Bois with the throw-in.
That's Chris Keenan with the ball, trying to shield it, loses it, wins it back.
Though. Muddy conditions, though. He was looking to make a move there and create a scoring opportunity. Fall Mountain back the other way with Ahern. Almost looked like he was offsides there. Very close. Be a throw-in for Fall Mountain here. Ahern trying to apply pressure 1-on-3 there, and that's not good numbers if you're a Fall Mountain supporter.
Now, Fall Mountain's going to have to start thinking about pushing a couple of their midfielders more forward to get them involved. Talking 12:28 left. This is about the time you start inching them more forward.
E.J. Adams reinserted in the game as he substitutes for Jack Hoskins. Ball thrown into the area dangerously, but headed away by Guilford. Now this creates a corner kick. We haven't had many of these today here in this championship, but we'll have a corner kick for Fall Mountain. And taking the corner kick, looks like it's number 6.
That's E.J. Adams for Fall Mountain.
He'll be using his right foot and curling it away from the goal, hoping for an opportunity here. Played to about the 12-yard line, headed but deflected by the Guilford defense. Played back out to Adams. Adams with the left-footed cross, bouncing around still. Here's Ahern up with the header, but Collette makes the save. So there's one of the few scoring opportunities, and Ahern did use his head to score on Thursday night.
We'll see that one coming up. Fall Mountain generating some pressure. There's the header going up to Ahern. Doesn't really get good contact on that. I think he'd like to have that one over again, get a little bit more head behind it.
He was trying to head that down, though. A lot of coaches will tell their players when the ball is in that position to try to head the ball down to the ground. Why is that?
It's tougher for the goalkeeper. In the air, it's easier to catch it in the air as opposed to coming down by your feet. That situation, you want to head down by the ankles. You want that ball to go towards the goalkeeper's ankles.
Especially with the footing so poor, Collette would have been hard-pressed to make a save. But again, as you mentioned, Ahern not getting a solid head on that. There was a Guilford defender right in his face as well. We're at 11:02 left. Second half action with Guilford, the 7-time reigning Class M soccer champion, leading 1-0 here and trying to look for number 2. A fine defensive play by Beer. Almost got away with something there. It looked like he went for a little extra at the end of that slide, but got away with it. It'll be it still was called for actually the ball's out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in.
No, they're indicating that's
okay.
that was a foul.
It was a foul, so the slide called for a trip or a charge. Taking it will be number 19. That, of course, Chris Keenan for, I believe that's 19. He has the Mohawk,
that's
right?
That's 18.
18.
David Northup actually consulting a little bit with Coach Pinkham prior to the kick.
Yeah, going to the far post. Curling shot, headed out by the Fall Mountain defense. Now, if they can quickly counter, maybe Ahern will have some space to work. Oh, header beautifully won by Susie. Susie's not giving up an inch to Ahern. Ball goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Ahern there.
What Ahern has to do, Ahern has to sort of put a feint on Susie to get him moving one way and then check back towards the ball. By standing there, he's making it easier for Susie to defend him.
Thrown into the area. Flicked on by Du Bois. Very tall, 6'3", trying to flick that into the area for a dangerous opportunity. So here's another throw-in for Guilford. They seem to be controlling the possession of the ball. That's something that Dave Pinkham will want his team to do. Every minute that goes off that clock, they're a minute closer to their 8th straight state championship. Out of bounds off of Fall Mountain. It'll be a throw-in for Guilford. Fine effort there by number 13. Sean Reynolds playing the right halfback for Guilford. Out of bounds, Fall Mountain will go with a throw-in. Patrick Little, what do you got for us? Where are you, pal?
Well, I just wanted to say one thing. One of the most important positions on a soccer team is the sweeper. Now, if you take a look at Guilford, Dan Gill is number 20. Not only is he the last line of defense, which requires a lot of thinking, but he's also number 1 in his junior class. You can guarantee that the Guilford coaching staff is happy to have him back there. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Dan Gill, the last line of defense before goalie Chris Coletta. He's been looked toward to be that defensive stalwart that he's been so far this afternoon. Be a throw-in going back Guilford's way. Right here, right in front of the immediate benches, John, the footing is deteriorated considerably to just a mess. Players having an awful lot of trouble with that.
And talking about the benches, Pat had pointed out in the first half how the Guilford bench was sitting and didn't seem as lively. Well, they're up on their feet. They know this last 10 minutes is crunch time, and they're as involved in this as Fall Mountain is.
Well, we've gone about 10 minutes now without a scoring opportunity at either end. Fall Mountain trying to generate some offense. Looking to Ahern, and also Eric Westberg's been pushing up nicely from his stopper position. Jesse Beer and Chris Ahern yet to click, though, this afternoon. Here's Abe Gates trying to create something down the left side here, but turned away. It'll be a throw-in in Guilford's direction. That goes off of number 22, so that'll be another throw-in for Guilford. Again, maybe a modern-day soccer record for throw-ins in a championship match.
Awful lot of them out there. Number 7 for Fall Mountain, Eric Westberg, the exchange student from Sweden, has, I think, turned in a fine performance. He had the ball down in the attacking third of the field. He was looking for help. He was calling for help. There was no help there, but I would try to get the ball to him and try to have him feed Ahern.
I was just noticing during the course of the second half action that the bleachers here at Memorial Field are about 90% full, the other side of the field full. A lot of great support from the Lakes region and also from the Connecticut River Valley. A lot of folks made quite a trek here to get to this Class M championship.
These are certainly less than ideal circumstances to be out watching soccer.
I think the fact that it's a rematch of last year's championship, that drew the numbers in, no doubt about it.
We're talking about the fans being here watching this contest, Bob. There's an awful lot of soccer going on throughout New Hampshire today. You have the ECAC Women's Tournament with Keene State and New Hampshire College. You have UNH playing the first round of the NAC tournament against University of Hartford.
And next weekend, the attention is no less so with the NCAAs down at Franklin Pierce.
We're very excited about the fact that at Franklin Pierce will be hosting the Final Four of the Division II Women's Championships. Our Lady Ravens are ranked number 1 in the nation, and Friday they'll be taking on the number 2 team in the nation, Mercyhurst. That's a 1:30 start. I'd like to invite everybody up to see that contest. Championship round on Sunday.
It's been a phenomenal fall from Franklin Pierce to New Hampshire College to St. Anselm to University of New Hampshire. Some great college soccer being played, and of course we're witnessing a superb soccer matchup here in the high school ranks in Class M. Let's take a look at instant replay there and a scoring opportunity for Fall Mountain. The ball makes it, again, Westberg, I believe that was up in the air, and a nice save by Coletta. That's twice we've seen Eric Westberg use his head in trying to score. Jesse Beer trying to create some trouble there. You know, he's got some numbers. They got some support and some numbers. Here goes Westberg down the right side, working one-on-one. Turned away, but it'll be a throw-in now here. Dangerous, though, down right along this left side of the field. A good throw-in can get that right into the penalty areas. They look for the equalizer.
Blake Burnell coming in as a sub for Fall Mountain. And coming off, let's see if we can pick up that number.
So maybe coach going with some fresh legs.
That was Dan Stevens coming off number 4 for Fall Mountain.
Coach Jim Burnell possibly making some substitutions, trying to get some fresh legs and a possibility. That looked like a push, but it's a no call. So play continues. Bodies flying all over the place here in the midfield. All, though, solid tackles and all legal tackles.
That was a great tackle by Chris Hulbert. Let's see if they're having that one coming up on the screen.
Look at this. Look at the efforts being put in by these guys. They're all over the place.
And Bob, just so I can go back to Ringe and not have my other team upset with me, I also want to mention that the Franklin Pierce men's team is awaiting word from the NCAA as to whether we'll be hosting the first round of the men's tournament or perhaps getting a bye into the semifinals.
Clock has stopped with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left of the game. I believe one of the players for Patrick Little, what can you find out for us? What do you have down there?
Well, I'm standing right next to him now. He has blood coming from, it looks like his mouth. Training staff's taking care of him right now. I guess there must be a rule where if you have blood like in any sport, you have to come out. I'm sure they'll get him back in as soon as they can. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. Just a slight injury, nothing serious there, but the clock did stop there at 1 moment at 4 minutes and 33 seconds. In fact, the clock is still stopped.
That's Chris Hulbert being treated down there by the trainer.
Okay, clock restarted with approximately 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. The official time being kept on the field. Darkness falling over Memorial Field, though, late on this Sunday afternoon. Guilford leading 1-0, folks. If you're just joining us, this is Class M boys soccer from Memorial Field in Concord. And it's been a damp day, to say the least. As you can see, the field is quite muddy here in Concord. Down the left side, Guilford continuing to apply pressure here. You'd think at some point Fall Mountain's going to really try to apply some extra pressure and try to come up with this equalizer. We're down the last minutes of play.
I think, as we said before, it's just the fact that, Guilford has been here so many times before. They've felt the pressure. They're keeping their composure. Pat's used that word that Dave Pinkham was stressing to his team, composure. They certainly have shown composure in the second half.
Yeah, they've kept their heads very well. Fall Mountain has had some scoring opportunities, and I think a lot of people will say come this evening that Chris Coletta has come up with some, or Chris Collette, I should say, has come up with some very big saves for Guilford. Throw in right into the area. It's flicked on, but now cleared out with number 17 making a move. Of course, Josh Beer coming up from the back. The sweeper back who's played a solid game. Keep in mind, it's only 1-0. Anything can happen here in the last couple of minutes. Clock reads 3:13 and counting.
I think Fall Mountain, if it doesn't manage to tie this game up, will look back at that goal. It was one of those little mistakes, little freaky things that happen in soccer contests. Someone slips, someone falls, and the other team scores.
Here's an opportunity for Guilford. A wonderful effort. A wonderful play there with the diving header tried by, I believe that was number 2, Andrew Cesati. Great diving header, though. Great opportunity. We're now looking at less than 3 minutes left in the second half of action.
Guilford's getting Chris Hulbert back into the action after he was treated. Now they're calling him back. Oh, that was a restart.
Again, the goal coming on a restart. During this past summer, watching the World Cup action from around America, restarts are very dangerous times for a defensive team. And sure enough, Guilford scoring on a restart. And Dan Du Bois getting the goal off a deflection midway through this second half of action. Now Hurlbut brought back into the game, number 22 after that short respite from the injury. Notice goaltender Charlie Bailey working his way well into the midfield with 2:06 left in the game. All-out offensive pressure. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. I'm sure Chris Collette's in no real big hurry to get this ball back into play. Less than 2 minutes to play here in this Class M Soccer Championship. Guilford looking for their 8th straight state championship, leading 1-0.
That move with moving your goalkeeper, Charlie Bailey, almost into a sweeper position is just the right thing to do in this situation.
Westberg finds Ahern down the right side. Finds it. Westberg.
Dangerous situation here.
Pull that off his line. Number 2 with the shot. Over the goal. Just about a foot over the goal. A great shot by number 2, Scott Bingham. We're going to take a close look at this one. The ball was played in by Ahern. Westberg challenged Colette. The deflection got the ball to Bingham. There's the loose ball.
I'll tell you, I don't even know if that was a foot. That was close.
Scott Bingham will be seeing that one for many days to come when he closes his eyes, that's for sure. That was an excellent scoring opportunity for Fall Mountain as they apply pressure here with probably just less than a minute. The official time being kept on the field. We'll listen for the official. How many whistles to signify the end of the game? 3 blasts of the whistle will signify the end of this championship.
Guilford just took Chris Keenan out. He came out, and he's going right back in again. They're going to work that clock. I don't blame them. That's a good coaching strategy. Frustrating for the opposition, but you got to do it when you have this lead.
Charlie Bailey comes off his line. He'll try to get this punt down the field. Ahern, Westberg, and Beer trying to apply the offensive pressure. Here comes Ahern pressuring defenders down. Here's the ball played into Ahern at the 6-yard line. He beats the goalie. Colette off his line. Ahern keeps the ball in. Controlling the ball. He'll try a left-footed shot blocked by the Guilford defender. Oh, great opportunity. Ahern, for the first time today, breaking loose, and that indeed may be the last opportunity. That could be one of the final opportunities for Fall Mountain, as we are definitely down within probably 30 seconds left in this match. So Guilford looks to be holding on for their 8th straight championship. Here's Ahern with one last try, a strong right-footed shot through the goalpost, but that doesn't help here in championship soccer. It goes over the goal.
Chris is trying to assert himself. Here we go on that shot.
This is a phenomenal effort by Ahern.
That's the earlier attempt.
Yeah, he keeps the ball in and then has the state of mind. This is a fine attacking player here. And right now he's looking to get a left-footed shot, make some fine moves, and then one extra step, and the defense caught up with him. It seems like he could have got that shot off a little earlier.
Well, it's very easy from up here to say you should have pulled the trigger a little quicker, but it was a great effort to get the initial shot.
Oh, incredible effort beating Colette to that ball. Ball goes out of bounds.
They're going to call that a charge on Guilford.
Number 20.
I'm sorry, a charge on Fall Mountain. Guilford will be getting the kick.
Yeah, Abe Gates called with that charge. Colette shook up slightly there, as we'll see the charge here. Here comes Gates.
Yeah,
well,
a little bit of a late hit.
Yeah. But it's down to desperation time for Fall Mountain, and the foul called there, so Guilford plays the ball out of bounds.
Well, there was a mistake. That kick going out of bounds, giving Fall Mountain the ball back.
That ball will go over the end line, so now a goal kick.
No, they're calling. Fall Mountain got the call on that one.
So now we have a corner kick with the waning seconds.
Bailey should be moved all the way up. I'm surprised they're not moving him right in at least the other half of midfield. He's coming that way.
Here's the corner kick, headed out.
That's it.
That's it. Guilford, your Class M championship with a 1-0 victory over Fall Mountain and a well-played match on this muddy field at Memorial Field in Concord. So there you have it. The 1994 Class M boys champions are Guilford, the Golden Eagles.
Well-deserved for Guilford, a frustrating type of loss for Fall Mountain. I'm sure that the seniors will look back on that goal and do the old what-ifs. Let's see if we can pick up Pat down that crowd.
Patrick Little down there amidst that celebration. The Guilford supporters are joining in as well. Patrick?
I don't know what to say, except, what can I say? Well, take a look at this unbelievable show of emotion. I'm standing here with Coach Dave Pinkham right now, and I'm sure if we could get over here, and here comes another player to give a big hug. It's a whole family atmosphere. This is history for these guys. An absolutely exciting moment.
Their 82nd straight victory, or non-defeat, I should say, in their 8th straight state championship for the Guilford Golden Eagles.
All right, I'm going to grab Coach Dave Pinkham if I can right now. I'm standing here with Coach Pinkham. Coach, what can I say? This is unbelievable. Congratulations on your 8th straight.
Thank you very much. I thought we played really, really well defensively. Mike Susie did one great job on Chris Ahern, and just a great team effort. We waited for our opportunities, and we scored on that one. So we did a great job defensively. Chris Collette and goal did a great job too.
Last night when I spoke to you, you said that it was going to be a chaotic defense, and it wasn't. You had him on Ahern the whole game.
Yeah, last year we learned a lesson last year because we didn't really mark him tightly. And Mike Susi is a tremendous defensive player, and he shut him down, I felt, totally in the game. And everybody else rose. So, you know, what we did was we rotated one of our stoppers up, and he did a nice job.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Back up to you guys for one more last word.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Now the show of sportsmanship, which we, of course, have with every championship match. The Guilford and Fall Mountain players will shake hands. A great match, John.
I think it was a well-deserved win for Guilford, although, you know, Fall Mountain, with a couple breaks earlier in that first half. But we talked about the composure of a champion. I think Guilford showed that. But I would have preferred maybe to see the game end on a different type of goal. That was a very disappointing type of goal for Fall Mountain to lose on.
So Dan Du Bois gets the game winner in this Class M championship. Your final score, the Golden Eagles of Guilford with their 8th straight state championship, 1 with Fall Mountain 0. A well-played game for John Mitchell and Patrick Little. I'm Bob Maxon, live from Memorial Field in Concord, New Hampshire, saying thank you very much for joining us. Fox Football is next. The Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Thank you very much.